All right, Math 87, Lesson 106, page 661. Too bad it's not 666, because that would be the devil. All right, it is solving literal equations and transforming formulas. It sounds so hard. Literal equation doesn't mean it's true. It means there's no numbers. There's just letters. And this is the essence of algebra right here. How to move things around by using the rules of algebra. The two rules of algebra are, the two basic rules are the addition subtraction rule and the multiplication division rule. I'm just going to say this, just kind of let it stick in the back of your head a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The addition subtraction rule says I can add or subtract the same number from both sides of the equation. I don't change the value of the equation, and that's what we're going to do here. The multiplication division rule says I can multiply or divide both sides of the equation by the same number, and I don't change the value of the equation, okay? I know that sounds all complicated and stuff, but it's very, very easy. Right here, I have a plus x equals y, and it says I want to solve for x. That means I want to get x by itself. So if I want to get x by itself, I have this side and I have this side. On this side over here, where the x is, I cover up the x. And what's with the x? It's an a, and it's a positive a. So how do I get rid of a positive a? How do I get rid of it? How do I turn it into 0? I subtract a. Whatever a is, if I subtract it from itself, I get 0. Now to keep this thing balanced, like if it was on a balance beam, like this, and I had a plus x over here, and this is the equals, and this is y. If I take the a off, then it's going to be lighter over here. It's going to look like this. So, because I took the a away, now this side is lighter. So if I take it off of this side, I have to take it off of this side. Okay, so I want to minus a over here. Now what I have is it's balanced. I took it off of this side, like this. That's just the equal sign, and I have y minus a over here. Now they're balanced again. They were balanced here. I took the a off, and it got lighter. Well, if I take it off of here, this one also gets lighter. They're rebalanced. Long ways to say, if I subtract something from this side, I subtract the same thing from the other side. What's left over here is x equals y minus a. I don't know what it is. I don't have any numbers. There's nothing else to do. I just now it's a equals. Okay, I subtract a here, I subtract a here. If I wanted to solve for a, I would subtract x here, and I would subtract x right there. Okay, if I wanted to do that, I would have x equals y minus, I would have a equals y minus x. If I'd subtract x here, I subtract x here. That's the additive rule of equality. I can adding a negative number is subtraction. If I subtract a here, I subtract a here. If I see, all right, does that make sense to you all a little bit? Okay? Down here, it's the multiplicative rule. I'm going to get rid of my balances, even though they're very nice. I was very impressed with myself there, all right? Over here, if I want to get rid of, I want to get m by itself. That means I want to get rid of b. Okay, the thing I ask you all the time, how are these two connected? Multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So how do I get rid of the b? I divide by itself. Okay, if I'm going to divide on this side by b, I have to divide on this side by b. These cross cancel. M equals n divided by b. So this is the multiplication rule. Multiplication division, same kind of thing. I'm multiplying both sides by 1 over b if you want. If I divide by b here, I divide by b here. If I wanted to set this one equal to, if I wanted to get b by itself, if I had mb equals n, and I wanted to get the b by itself, I would divide by n. By m, I apologize. Now listen to me. When you invert and multiply, if this was a fraction, if I'm getting rid of this, this is the one I invert, never that one. Never that one, okay? That's all this is. Now they're going to give you formulas. Formula for the area of a rectangle. area equals base times height. I want to make this, I want to have B equals. That means I want to get rid of H. So I'm going to divide both sides by H. If I divide here by H, they cross cancel. If I divide here by H, wow, listen to me. There you go. If I divide here by H, I divide here by H. I just take it down on the bottom, okay, onto the other side. That's all you're doing with the formula. If I have a perimeter, do I even want to go there? Nope, I'm not going to go there, okay? So that's all you're doing here. Literal equation, okay, A minus X equals L. I want to get A by itself. Solve for A. Okay, how do I get rid of that? A minus X. I add X. So what I have is A, this is 0, equals L plus X. If I subtract, if it shows subtraction here, I'm going to add to the other side. If it shows addition here, I'm going to subtract on the other side. Okay, if I have AX that's supposed to be an A. AX equals Y, and I want to get X by itself, I'm going to divide by A. Right? Pretty easy stuff. Just remember the rules of algebra, and you'll feel really smart.